of the year, and the 6 runners have won 51 races and over £570,000 in winning place prize money. Gales Cavalier 14-1 Jamie Osborne, Super Tactics 5-2 Andrew Thornton, Bertoni 7-1 Simon McNeil, Edredon Bleu 4-1 Jim Culloty riding. Or Royal, the blinkered 6-4 favourite, is the man of Graham Bradley, and Potters Bay, who won first time up last year, is 12-1 with Richard Johnson. 2.5 miles the trip, 16 fences to jump.
Royal is an 11-8 favourite. Super Tactics is 5-2. Edredon Bleu 9-2. Bertoni 6-1, coming from 8s, and Potters Bay drifted out 2 points from 12s to 14s, along with Gales Cavalier Gallop, along with Super Tactics. Let's join Graham.
Super Tactics just trying to take on Edredon Bleu at the first, which they've all taken well, and All Royal the Grey be put to sleep at the back by Graham Bradley, coming towards the water jump for the first time. But if he tries to take on Edredon Bleu, he might have a shock. Super Tactics. Then going into third place is, with the red sleeves, Gales Cavalier. They've jumped 2, skipping along nicely, but Tony and Potters Bay and All Royal at the back of the pack. Just doesn't want to give them too much of a leeway. But Edredon Bleu leading to Super Tactics in second place. A little bit of an argy-bargy in third and fourth. Potters Bay and Gales Cavalier. Jamie Osborne just looking round. Over the next. And Gales Cavalier jumped that particularly well. That was a ditch. Head towards the fifth then. They've got 16. And it's Edredon Bleu and Super Tactics skipping clear. This is going to be a fast pace, this Independent Insurance Peterborough Chase. Super Tactics, no slouch. Very fond of winning at Kempton, of course. Unfortunately tipped over there last year when he presented a race virtually to Edredon Bleu. They're going head for head to Gales Cavalier and All Royal, and then Potters Bay is last now as Bertoni comes through on the inside. And Potters Bay just a little bit outpaced. Jim Culloty looks across, sees Andy Thornton saying, well, come on then, if you want to take me on, take me on. Come towards the sixth. Edredon Bleu leading. Fine horse. Super Tactics won 13 races, no slouch in second place. This is the sixth fence, and a good jump there by Super Tactics. Come down towards the seventh then. Edredon Bleu on the left, Super Tactics the right, and then Bertoni. Simon McNeil let these other two go on to Gales Cavalier, and then All Royal the Grey and Potters Bay. Over the seventh. And a lot of birch was flying there from the back four, but the front two, Edredon Bleu and Super Tactics, come to take the second open ditch. They have to jump. An impressive sight here in the front of the stands. Huntingdon. Edredon Bleu kicked into it. Doesn't he jump well? And All Royal, the favourite, a little bit out of the picture at the moment as they head away towards the ninth. There he goes. And it's Edredon Bleu leading to Super Tactics in second. Over the ninth, and Super Tactics just brush to the top of that. This Edredon Bleu, John, really is going from fence to fence.
Yeah, they both jump really quickly and cleanly, these two horses in front, Edredon Bleu and Super Tactics. And I think actually now that the fizz has gone out of Super Tactics, Andy Thornton will have a better ride. He's just been hanging a little bit over the last 3 or 4 fences. He'll probably just sit and contend himself with having a lead. But really, it's being set up for a good finish. Let's hope that All Royal, Bertoni and also Potters Bay, who's just got in a bit close there, get close enough to give us a decent finish in the next 3 parts of a mile.
Over the water jump, and just watch Graham Bradley on this bit of a character. All Royal, got a niggle, cajole, tease, do everything to get him past. Mark Huey won £71,000 in place money last year. Nice work if you can get it. Oh, what a good jump by Edredon Bleu. Bertoni now is the challenger. Simon McNeil comes through for second place. All Royal is going into a share of third with Super Tactics running the rail over the next. Edredon Bleu. All Royal was untidy there, and that could well have taken the stuffing out of him. Gales Cavalier is the one that's tailed off. Potters Bay is making a bit of ground, about 10 lengths remote to the leader, which is Edredon Bleu. Goes to the last on the far side. This is 3 out, and he jumps it well. Oh, Bertoni went through the top of it to rather knock the stuffing out of him, and they skip out of the back straight. So it's Edredon Bleu to Bertoni, and then Potters Bay, and then Super Tactics, and then All Royal, and Gales Cavalier just simply can't live with them. And it's Edredon Bleu in the lead to Bertoni in second. Then Potters Bay under pressure for Richard Johnson. All Royal can't find the lop. Super Tactics try to take Edredon Bleu on. Mistake. Come down towards the second last now. And it's Edredon Bleu. But Bertoni under Simon McNeil is adrift by about 4 or 5 lengths. But this Edredon Bleu, wonder how many people have had them in their 10 to follow. Comes down towards the second last. Oh, spectacular. In second place, Bertoni. All Royal plugging on for third. And this horse who won the Arkle is under pressure now. But they've still got one more fence to jump. And it's Edredon Bleu. Jim Culloty from fence to fence in the Independent Insurance Peterborough Chase. One to jump. Hold your breath. Here he goes. Oh, he's over okay. 2 in second place, Bertoni. And then All Royal ploughs through it in third. This is a very good horse indeed. It's a double for Henrietta Knight on the day. But Edredon Bleu comes skipping clear in the Independent Insurance Peterborough Chase. Gets a round of applause and a pat on the neck. Well done, Edredon Bleu. 2 in second place, Bertoni. Third horse home was All Royal. And then we have Potter's Bay. And then we have Super Tactics. And then we have Daylight, because Gale's Cavalier has pulled up. Edredon Bleu has won. Jumped well, made all, cometh. Edredon Bleu, the winner there at 5 to 1. Jim Culloty, Bertoni second, 13 to 2. All Royal the favourite.